guys, it's Shannon. I was asked to do a review on the SuperStay 24 two-step color, and this is by Maybelline New York. And I was sent 4 of these, so let me just run through the shades really quickly. The first one is number 115 in Forever Chestnut. And looks like this. It's kind of a sort of goldy brown color. Hopefully you can see the color coming through. This one is number 045, Wear on Wildberry. And this is similar to that one, only it's kind of a more pink, rosy, mauve-y version with, you know, kind of a shimmeriness to it. This next one is number 090 in Timeless Rose. And this is a little bit less shimmery and a little more pink, a mauve sort of pink. And this last one is number 005 in Everlasting Wine, and it is the color that I'm wearing today. And it is kind of a dark, sort of brickish red, a deep red tone. Okay, so essentially what these are is obviously SuperStay 24. You know, they're supposed to last for an extremely long time, kind of implying that they would last 24 hours. And I have looked around online. I saw them online at Walmart.com for $7 and change. And I saw them for the same amount at my local Kroger, which is a grocery store. So looks like they're essentially retailing under $8. The claims for these is there's no crumbling, no caking, no fading, no feathering, no transferring, and I would agree with all of that. I have tested them for 3 days now. There's only one of the colors that I haven't worn yet. I'll be wearing that one tomorrow. And essentially what you do is you apply the lip color first. Let me show you one. On this end you have the lip color, and on this end there's a balm. So the lip color has a doe foot applicator, and it's one of the longer ones, and it is angled so that you can really kind of get the product out of the tube, so we like that. And so you apply the lip color, and then you need to let it completely dry, and they recommend that you let it dry for 2 minutes. And then once it's dry, you're going to apply this lip balm that's at the other end over top of it, and this is what provides you with moisture. The reason that they do that is because usually long wearing colors, they tend to be a little bit drying on the lips, and so you apply this balm over the top to help provide moisture, but it also helps to provide shine as well. Now I can tell you that these are not as drying as other products, long wearing products that I've used in the past. In fact, I really don't feel like they dry out my lips at all. There is sort of the sensation of the product being dried on, you know, top of the lips, that you can tell that you have a layer of product on your lips. But it doesn't feel to me, you know, especially some of the stains can really feel like they're just sucking the moisture straight out of your face, and you just feel like your lips are cracking, you know, as it sits there. I don't feel this at all. The lip balm is a very nice lip balm, and because the color does not transfer or bleed or stain, you really could use any lip balm over top if you wanted to, as long as it's not an oil-based lip balm. The recommendations for removing this product is that you use an oil-based makeup remover to take it off. And so obviously if you're using some kind of a balm or a product over top of it that is oil-based, there's a likeliness that it's going to cause the lip color to be removed. So you don't want to do that. But essentially, really, if you had just a regular old lip balm in your pocket and you felt like you wanted to apply some, you could. Okay, so I agree with the claims. This doesn't crumble. It doesn't cake on your lips. You do need to spread it, especially the darker colors. Make sure you spread it on evenly, because the way that you leave it to dry is the way that it's going to dry on your lips. It doesn't really fade. The very first day that I wore it, I put it on and, you know, followed the directions, put it on, let it dry, put the balm on, and then I immediately ate right after, because I wanted to see, you know, how does it hold up. And you know that later in the day, if you eat, it may wear a product off, but when you first have it on and it's supposed to be set and ready, that's really how I wanted to test it, and it stood up to it. And then you know, I ate again later in the day, and I ate again. Now I'll tell you, I feel like the darker colors are a little bit longer wearing than some of the lighter shades. The first day I wore one of the lighter shades, and I put it on probably about noon, and you know, by the end of the evening I was going in and I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to go in and use, you know, some baby oil to get this off, because I don't use oil-based cleansers, I use cream cleansers. So I'm thinking, well, I'll just grab some of my baby oil and, you know, rub it on my lips and take it off. And really at that point, the color had kind of worn down enough that I didn't even really feel like I needed to, you know, focus specifically on taking off the lip color at all. Yesterday I wore one of the colors that was a little bit darker, not as dark as this one, but you know, a little bit deeper of a shade, and I didn't take it off in the evening. I slept with it on because I wanted to see how long it would last, and this morning there was still you know, kind of a hint of the color on my lips. So if you just keep that in mind, that if you are planning, or if you're in some kind of a need to change the lip color through the day, I don't know, if maybe you wore a dark color for some reason during the day and you want to change it to something lighter, they do recommend that you use an oil-based remover. What else do I like about it? Well, I like the fact that it doesn't stain your lips. It's essentially a product that goes on the lips and dries where it's at, rather than sinking in or staining. You know, it's not adhering itself to your lips, and it's not staining your face with, you know, pigments that don't wash away. To me, it feels like it is applying a layer of product on your lips that then dries there where you put it, but also doesn't scrape away or flake away, or, you know, or crumble off over time. It stays nicely where it's at, and if it were to fade, it would fade in a natural fashion. And as long as you keep applying the lip balm and keep that layer protected, I would say the last 2 days I hadn't necessarily done that. I just applied the lip balm and then I left it. I ate, drank, and did whatever I felt like it. And then maybe at night when I went to sleep, I might have just put some, I tend to put some chapstick on at night before I go to bed, so I may have done that. But if you are applying a balm regularly to your lips, the color is going to stay that much more intense. So we like that. They do have 30 shades available, which is an amazing color range. I was very excited to see that online. And I don't really have anything negative to say about it. I think some folks could potentially see having to use an oil-based remover to get it off as a negative. But like I said, if your intentions are really, I mean, to me, if I'm looking for an all-day lip color, it's because I want to put it on in the morning and then I don't want to mess with it anymore until at night. So if you really are doing that, you know, by the time you get to the evening, I don't think you're even going to be that worried about having to take it off. But, you know, if you are, that might be a concern to you. I think probably a regular cream cleanser at that point will take it off just as easily. You might think that was a con. You might think that the lip balm maybe is a con, not because of the balm itself. The thing that I was thinking about it was it would be convenient if the lip balm in some way could be removed from the color, so that maybe you don't want to carry the entire this entire product, but maybe you wanted to pull the lip balm off and stick it in your pocket or something. I could see maybe somebody feeling like if they know for sure that they're going to want to reapply the balm during the day, that carrying this whole thing might be a bit of a hassle. But to me, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And like I said, I did try using another lip balm on it just to see how it would react, and it was fine. So if you don't like that for some reason, just use your regular old lip balm as long as it's not oil-based. I think the color selection is great. The colors stay on. You can see they're very well pigmented, and I really think it's a good product. Full price, it's under $8. If you can find a deal, you know, that's even better. And it does really last, and it doesn't flake off or smear at all. So you can even see with the balms, you know, I've been applying the balms straight over top of the lip color, and if it were going to transfer or bleed, you would see the color on the balm, and you don't see that at all. So I think that's really great. So if you have any questions about the product, let me know. And otherwise, I hope you guys are having a great week. Talk to you later. Bye. I am going to have a full review with pictures in my blog, so click the link below if you want to take a closer look, because I know that the color of these just doesn't really show up very well with the lighting and the glare from the computer screen, and you know, I tend to get whited out quite a bit. So click the link on my blog. I'm going to have pictures there. I have pictures not only of just the item itself, the product itself, but I also have pictures of the product on my lip. And typically when I do that, I will just apply it to my bottom lip so that you can really compare how opaque it is to just my top lip, which is plain with no color, and that way you can really kind of see the intensity of the color. So take a look if you're interested in that, and I think that's it.